All right, so let's jump into our last topic is my disaster Google Chrome browser, which is just a cluster, you know what, of stuff. So can you help me organize
This is
that
very
today?
common, Chris. You're not the only one.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So, all right, I'm gonna jump into my browser here. All right, so Cindy, look at all this stuff. I got all this stuff
Okay.
up here. Hold on. I
Yeah.
got all this stuff up here. And then if I hit this arrow, I got all this stuff, and man, is it a pain.
It
So
just
what do I
keeps
do?
going and going, I see.
Yeah,
So
so what do I do?
this is very common. People save things because they want to go back to it and then they forget about it or they just can't find it. So one of the digital organizational tactics, especially when it comes to your browser and places that you visit very often, is to organize them. So what I typically do is organize by function. So I have created bookmarks in my browser there. So if you go to that three dots up there, you'll find a bookmark manager.
I went to Bookmarks. I just hovered over it. I didn't click on it. And then I come over here to Bookmark Manager.
Correct. So this is just another phase for where you're going to be. So you can see if you go to those three dots here, again,
Up here?
next to each, actually down next to each one. Yeah, that'll give you more actions for that particular one. So open one of those up. And now you can edit, delete, cut, and copy URL, open in tab, etc. So one of the things I do, especially when it's my bookmark bar, the ones that are going to be visible to me all the time, that's valuable real estate. And sometimes when you save a particular bookmark, the name of it can be very long and take up a lot of space. So this is a way for you to edit that name so that the icon is still there, but you know what it might stand for. So your first one there, Montage Show Productions, you could actually edit that to MSP. You will know what that means, and you'll still have the icon to clue you in on it, but it will take up much less space in your bookmark bar. So that's one of the big tips of what's visible to get more in front of your eyes every day of the things that you really do use the most. Okay.
Okay,
So
now how do I make one of these folders?
Okay, so now you go back up to the three dots in the blue bar. You click on that. Now add new folder. You're just going to click on add new folder. Okay, now you're going to name the folder. So like one of the ones I use is, there you go, Builderall. Perfect. So now I have my link to your team page, my link to Team Awesome's team page. I have my links to actually the Facebook pages so that it's just a one click for me to get into the meetings and I don't have to log into Facebook and then find the shortcut, and it's just a bigger shortcut for me, or a shorter shortcut, I should say.
How do I get one of these into my new Builderall folder?
You drag it on over. You click and drag.
Now, can I do two of them at the same time?
No, I'm not sure about that.
I
There
hit
you go.
Control or
Yes.
Command,
Yeah,
and I'm going to drag. It says I'm dragging two.
it does. Good job. See, I've never gone that far. But then again, I've never had 1,000 of them to do at the same time.
Okay, so what I'm doing is clicking one, then I hit my Control on Windows, I guess Command on Macs, and then I just keep clicking, holding that Control or Command button down, and technically I could drag them all into my folder, and
You
that'll
could.
clean up this whole big mess. Very
Yep.
cool. So now if I
So
go back, where's the folder, my Builderall?
Now you have to pull that folder into your see, now this is where this valuable real estate comes into play. You decide what is in this bookmark bar. This is what you see from the apps checkerboard all the way over to the 2 hours that are your drop down menu for the rest of them. That's your bookmark bar. So you determine what's in there by, you can click and drag them. So if you just take your home Canva, you can drag that over to MSP and make that first. you can decide which order you want them in.
Ah.
And put, so like if you can cluster the ones that are important if they're not in a bookmark folder, but you can also pull your bookmark folder up here. So I have my Builder All folder up on my bookmark bar, and then I can just click on that and it opens a drop down straight from there instead of having to take the extra step of opening the full bookmark list.
All right, I get why you do it. I get that that's really cool. I get that I should put it there, but how do I do it?
Okay, so go ahead and let's just use your arrows. So pull what you did originally and click those two little double arrows by your, no, they're the dots. Right below it are two little, yeah, that. Now scroll, your bookmark bar is probably going to be all the way at the bottom because you just made it. I mean your folder, I apologize. So now pull that, click and drag it up to the bookmark bar.
Oh, wow.
Boom, there it is. Look at that. So now this is a great example of, you can actually just, if you had 10 bookmark folders, you could just have all of those at the top. You can actually make subfolders as well.
Can you tell me how to make a subfolder?
So click on that and then right click in the drop down part. There you go.
Part?
No, you're doing it.
Okay.
So folder name.
We'll just call it subfolder.
Okay. Now save it.
I think I
Now,
did.
okay, I apologize. Go back to your bookmark manager. We'll see if it's in there. I don't think it did it though.
Yeah.
Is it in there? Oh, look at that. It did work. Okay, so that's a shorter way. Good. Okay.
Okay.
So we're editing all these out.
I opened this up and I didn't even go into here. I just right clicked on my folder, clicked add a folder, and we'll just call this
because the Builder All now is highlighted, that's the folder it'll go into.
right. And then I'm just hitting the save button after I typed in my new folder, and it should be done. And then I click on this and I have two new folders.
Correct. So now
I could drop one of these in there.
Correct. So now each time you drag something and it completes that action, the drop down menu is going to disappear. So because of the number of ones that you're doing, I would suggest doing it through the bookmark manager so that you don't have, it's just a more efficient way of doing it because of the volume that you're doing. So, but on a daily basis, if you're just on a website and you say, I want to save this as a bookmark, you're not going to go through the bookmark manager. You can just click your favorites, which is the little star in the browser window, and then it'll ask you where do you want to put it, and you select the folder or subfolder you want to put it in.
All right, Cindy Branson, ambassador with Builder All, thank you so much for joining me and giving us some great tips and telling us all about your experiences with Builder All and networking. And we really appreciate it, really appreciate your time, and I wish you the greatest success. I know you're really going in a great direction. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Chris. It was so much fun. I appreciate being here. Much success to you as well.
Thanks, and guys, we'll drop Cindy's links in a description, and see you next time.
If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I check them daily. And don't forget, if you haven't tried out the new Builder All in 2020, you can get it for a limited time at $1 for the next 30 days by clicking on the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the inside.